Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside. It's your boy Dalu. I'm here today with Nnamdi. Nnamdi, how far now?
I do.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. My club has told me Happy New Year this morning.
So how's your weekend been generally?
I mean, it's been good, man. Uh, both my teams drew, but it's okay.
Anyway, I
Uh,
guess we'll start from Premier League. After discussing the Premier League fixtures, I'll go on to AFCON. But today was a good day. I mean, like you, I've had a pretty good weekend. I can say that actually overall. Arsenal doing their thing, you know, me making the big step. I'm not gonna talk about for here, but the big step and all my ops losing or drawing at least. Well, we can start from actually United game since you're here. I know you guys drew with Leeds,
mm,
which didn't surprise me too much, given Leeds have had a pretty maybe not in
yeah,
terms of results, but they've been doing pretty well recently.
yeah. Like the last 6, 7 games, they didn't lose in December.
They didn't lose at all.
They didn't lose at all in December.
Okay,
Yeah, bro.
okay. So what do you
Just
think went
like,
went wrong in the game?
to be honest, mm, I would say two things. I would say Amorim got it wrong. I think. Um, in the beginning. Think part of it might be ego driven as well.
Hmm.
Um, and not, and I can understand where he's coming from. And like, it's not to downplay it. I can understand where he's coming from. I feel like just watching the game, Sha, like they had chances, we had chances. Um, so I think it was a fair result. Um, I don't know who I would take. Man of the match probably, but it was also Amorim that brought him on. You know, like sometimes people don't think maybe you can bench a player so that you can change your style later during the game if
So
things are
man of the
going.
match was who?
For me, I think it was Xerxes.
Xerxes, who came on
Yeah,
in the 63rd minute.
yeah. So as soon as he
So
came on,
he's been playing decently, I would say. Why not start him though?
that's the thing. I don't know. One thing I was say like I don't know. I think how. I think there are two things involved. I think one, Morin has become way more defensive minded for another two reasons. One, that's where they've put the most money into the squad, or at least in terms of number of players. And two, I think we lost so much last year that he's now on. Let's not just lose and let's just pick up points. But that's what you see about Man U. We lost a lot last season, but this season, at least, yeah, we have here the losses here and there, but really we're drawing. We're just drawing games. We're just drawing games. Last. Let us make it through with a point, you know. And which I saw as progression. And it was at Elland Road. It wasn't like it was at Old Trafford. I was okay with the draw, man. I don't know why people are just doing, oh, we could have won the game, we could have won the game. Yes, we could have won the game, but we could also lost the game. like,
I mean, doesn't that point to issues though? Because at the end of the day, Leeds is still a newly promoted side, especially except we are to concede the fact that maybe Man U have really become a mid-table team and maybe should get rid
oh,
of
not
those.
that. Is that what you're saying?
What do you say?
Is that what you're saying, that we should not concede that?
No, I'm saying that. I mean, the outrage. makes sense if you're thinking based on like Man U, the size of the club, and the fact you're playing against the newly promoted side, and just accepting a draw. But I kind of agree with you that
Bro, let's be realistic, bro. But how forget all this second we've come. Whenever we came second, were we really second? Like it was second by a distance. We've not competed for the Premier League in a long ass time. We are big in number of how much money we bring in, number of fans, but as performance as a club, no, we've been poorly run for so long. Okay, now let me see. Leeds' last loss was Man City 3-2, and City was at home.
hmm
Then they beat Chelsea 3-1. They drew Liverpool 3-3. They drew with Brentford 1-1. They beat Crystal Palace 4-1. They drew with Sunderland 1-1. They drew with Liverpool 0-0. Then they drew with us 1-1. Uh-uh. See, football is form, bro. If you're on hot form like that, it doesn't mean. And the Premier League, literally look at the table. Look at how tight this table is, bro. This table is so ridiculously. I mean, not for people like you. You there above. Us where we there here. Bro, the table is
yeah,
so.
it's very very tight. This is why it's difficult to really analyze performance because I mean, if you look at him, Amorim Amani being sixth, it looks like it's not too bad. But if you if you think about the fact that a couple of results could send you way back down again,
Exactly, real quick. But that's what I'm saying. We've been at least drawing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we are going to, as long as we avoid the losses, I mean, we'll still win here and there once in a while. And especially if we wait till our boys come back. Yeah, I think we'll still win. But, like, I think I like the way he started to have, like, a backup system that he would interchange. Because he was switching from that his regular formation to the other systems. So that's why I think he brought on Zex the second half because I think partially, possibly, I'm not gonna say partially, possibly ego driven, because you are trying to make him to start just play a certain way than how he's playing, which I don't think they should have done. I think come to a compromise and make it an option, and then he gets to use as much as he wants, as long as he's producing the results.
you're talking about him switching from a back three to a back four.
Yes, because like
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that why did he switch back to a back three despite winning against Newcastle? But I watched that Newcastle game. I think you guys were lucky, if I'm being honest. I don't think the back four did much.
we won, we were
I really
lucky.
don't think.
Two, we were defensively solid,
Okay,
and we ended that game
that
with a
second half.
back three. He made that change.
Hmm.
The first one was attacking. We got the goal. Then he said, "Lock up shop." That's what he did, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. This year, I've seen him. People always complain. I'm like, bro. I think he still thinks that these teams. I don't know what he was thinking, like in general. But me, how I see it is, let's learn how to lock up shop. We still considered a lot, like a lot of goals, but I don't think
Mhm.
that's due to us locking up shop. I think it's also due to the fact that we don't have key players for his system to work. Which is kind of why I'm like, if he's a good manager, he's doing decent. Like everybody always say, oh, I mean, you don't have this argument, but people like in our group setting were saying, oh, the league is open, the league is open. Also, the league is open. That's why we should be doing better than the others. What are you talking about? We're not that team. We've not been that team in a long time. Like, take progress. Like, we're not the league is open. We're an inconsistent team. That is what it is.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't think he was fired mostly because of performances. I think it was his
Yeah, it was
rants,
because
and I
he
think
has out now.
but that his rant was crazy. I think he did
So
personally. I
he,
think he didn't believe he could. I didn't think he believed he could actually do it anymore. I think he was probably just done with it, and
yeah.
I feel like he wants to get fired.
And bro, it's such a toxic environment, bro. This nigga even calling myself because Gary Neville is talking in your ear. Like, you guys are acting like bitches. Like, you're Manchester United, they will always talk about you. I'm glad he did that thing. He called these niggas out because they're acting like pussy holes behind the scenes. They will just put a manager and then use the manager, because every time the hit goes on the manager, it doesn't go on the leadership ranks. Because why would they bring him in and not have a way to support him? Not have a list of
Mm.
priorities. They want to go and prioritize striker. And then they now not only prioritize striker, they prioritize striker that's for the future, not for now. When our midfield is leaking. Like, is that logical? Is that logical in any way?
Yeah, and it's crazy because a lot of people had very like a lot of positive things. There's a huge feeling of positivity when the Ineos took over initially. Well, in my opinion, I
That's
really
what,
don't see that much of a difference.
that's the thing. That's why Man fans be getting excited now that Amorim is out. It's because they want change. And guess what? You gotta get change. We'll be back here next year.
Yeah, yeah, it's tricky. Yeah.
Rehiring Ten Hag, getting Amorim when they didn't have the financial backing to get Amorim.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they do that?
I'm what of buying what's his name again? The PSG guy. I know you don't like him that much.
Guys, bro. Let's just come on. Let's come on, just come. It's okay. We've seen enough.
The truth is that it will take a while, especially with the league becoming more competitive this year.
These
So it's not just about spending money.
guys are
I think
complaining.
it's spending money with intention.
Like, bro, he would.
About spending money with intention. What now say about him though? I think he should have been a little bit more adaptable, at least because I feel like he falls into the bracket of coaches who are overly hyper focused on just one philosophy. That's the Ange Postecoglou's, the Maslow Bielsa's. They can achieve success, but when people figure you out and figure out how to actually hurt you, I think it's what makes you a much better coach. Puts you above that realm of just being a philosophical coach is now being able to tweak even within your philosophy, tweak into ways that can give you an edge over people who find you out.
But, bro,
I don't think he gets to that level yet. He
bro,
got to that level yet.
I think, I think, at least from the way I've seen him describe how he wants the
Mm-hmm.
players, this is just like the first phase. This is just the foundation. Like the formation
Mm-hmm.
changes once you learn the rules.
Yeah.
So, like, of course we're going to struggle the most now, but like if we got the players that he wanted with the because he always says characteristics like having a right-footed player on the left or having a left-footed player on the right, like things like that are like intricate about the kind of players he wants. They are very specific. So it's like this
Yeah.
man has
But
a detailed way of getting success. Right now, my fans are complaining about we can do better because we don't know. We don't know. We've not seen any better. I'm like, okay,
he
okay.
mentioned something.
What?
He mentioned something about him being wanted to be a manager and not a coach. But eh?
Head coach is just, they tell you what to do, you
Yeah,
do it.
but the contract apparently the contract he signed is a head coach. Head coach. Why would he come
Yes,
out in the media
but
and say that he wants to be the manager? The
first
manager.
is it was supposed to be a marketing thing, and they gave him a managerial role instead. Because when he came in, he had some input on the players that are being brought in. Generally, your head coach
Mm-hmm.
is not doing that. You don't really have any say in the transfers being brought in. Your job is to
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
play in the
I don't know the
philosophy.
facts, but
No, but you play in the philosophy of the club. You, a head coach is not bringing his own philosophy for the most part. Like
yeah,
having a philosophy that the whole club from under 18 everybody will do, and that's a managerial
yeah.
like that's what you give a manager. So the guy,
That's a manager, but I mean, a manager is above it. What he signed, if
yeah,
that's a
but
manager role, okay, then the
yeah, 50 million, bro. What he signed might have been head coach, but at the end of the day, if here and there they had a personal agreement, maybe, and that's why I feel like he aired it out. Maybe they had a personal because if you look at the was making, those are managerial moves. That's not a head coach move.
I always say,
Except you don't know what you're doing.
but
So
but the vibes he gives me, I think he's a at least I don't want to judge too much. I don't want to judge him too much on his Man U career. At least generally, he gives me more of a coach energy in terms of he's actually coaches the players' skills and everything, as opposed to being a man mind like in the ilk of Ancelotti or someone like
I mean,
Zidane, who's more of a
as like
manager, like he manages people and everything.
I think most of the
Eh?
players. I know. I think he's very technical, but I think he also has naturally like a what's the words like
I
a
heard he's charismatic, but I did not get that
yeah,
vibe from
like
his
I
Mario
think
career. I
he's
can't lie.
a likable person. I mean, except if you're not playing, so that was understandable. But like, but
I
most
saw
part,
I saw Ganacho likes the post.
I don't care about Ganacho, bro. So that would say like I'm happy he did like certain things like get Ganacho out of that club. Like, bro, I don't need these little childish things, bro. Like, go and focus on your ball. So yeah, I'm okay with that, bro.
To me, he definitely gave me more of a hands-on energy as opposed to just being like a manager. Someone like Guardiola, I guess, plays both parts, or I guess
No,
an
no, but,
Arteta or a Conte.
but manager is just an expansion of your role as a head coach. I don't
Yes,
think it's how you
yes.
relate to the players.
So some people take up more managerial roles opposed to coaching roles. Like you, I've heard stories like about Ancelotti, who his son actually does the coaching, while he is more of the manager.
No, no,
But I mean, there are some who
that-
do both
I mean,
sides.
that's his style. I'm saying as far as like
Yeah.
the technical, um, the things associated with what you can do in your job description.
Yes,
Manager is just expansion of head coach.
that's true.
So when she now
That is
become
true.
maybe
But
you can coach, assistant coach that will be leading all these things. Yeah. So
but anyway, who would your first pick to replace him if you were to if it was in your hands?
and let me tell you, there are two things. One is who I would pick and who a lot of my fans think we should pick versus who will be actually picked. I think they are going to go for a head coach next time. I don't think they're going to go for a manager. From the way this
So
has,
who will be the person?
but who
So who would you pick first?
me if I was to pick and I was able to just pick, I would bring maybe Xavi. I'm hearing things like that doesn't make sense. He's going to City. Uh,
How many people are going to City? Maresca are going to City. Javi is going to City.
no. I heard Maresca is going. I didn't know. I don't know about. Well, Xavi could be going. I mean, his relationship with Pep. I mean, so maybe like we're the number two team that the job is on board for. So we're probably going to go for like McKenna. Um,
Oh, so your
maybe
personal pick is Javi, but you think the club will pick McKenna?
yeah, or Ole, or like a manager in another club that's still trying to make a name, like one of these other leagues. You know, I think so because
So who do Man U fans think?
I don't think they can get a big name manager that would want to be a head coach.
So who do Man U fans think want? I mean, who do Man U fans want?
I'm hearing some stupid names. Zidane, that's not happening. Um, like bro, who I heard who's France manager right now?
Oh, Francis, you mean Deschamps?
Yeah, like that's not happening.
The champ will be an interesting hire. Zidane is being primed to take over from France after the World Cup, so that's not going to happen. I yeah, Zidane gives me vibes of someone that doesn't like stress, so I doubt.
Yeah,
So wait, would you take Maresca?
I would. I'll take my risk. I mean, all this doesn't make sense, bro. It's just because is that would say is poor leadership. It's because the leadership and management are not aligned. That's the same thing that happened in Man U and Chelsea, bro. Except this one.
Yeah, that's a very
Except
good point.
Chelsea they
There's a lot of similarities.
ably. But us, Amorim said, Gabriel, give me my check. Don't blame him though.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of similarities that can be drawn between you can clearly see the disconnect between the manager or coach and the higher ups, both in both clubs. Clearly, I personally think Maresca played his cards right before he joined Chelsea. He was, I mean, not like a nobody, but kind of a nobody in the world of football. Leicester. Then he cannot, at least one now you would say can say for Chelsea is that their structure has and their way they move has not been hidden. You could see that with Tuchel, Pochettino, and everything. So I know a lot of people blame them. I don't agree with how they run Chelsea at all. But it's been clear. Everybody knows how it is young, young, young. So you don't really have that much of a say, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Maresca definitely knew that. He took the job knowing that it will improve his resume.
But
Took the job,
did they up
increased one
is this
conference.
did they up manager after last season?
Then they what?
Oh, is he still a head coach? Did they upgrade him to manager after last season?
No, I don't know what he ended up as, but I'm saying he took that job knowing everything about how they run things, yeah,
Yeah.
structure and all of that. And
Oh, he
then
just did
and
it.
then comes out and starts
Oh,
complaining about
fair.
the same things
But
he knew
come
about.
in the Premier League
I,
for real. Yeah. And he does get a bigger boy.
he knew everything about it though. And he starts complaining about the same things he knew, the same thing that Pochettino complained and Tuchel complained about that we all know is the problem with how they run things. And then we hear
Why
about
is
him
that?
flirting with other clubs. Eh?
Why are they running like that?
I mean, they are trying to be smart. I mean, it's a business to them. So I guess maybe buy very, very like precocious young talents and maybe hopefully they ball out for your club. If they don't ball out, you still protect their value, you sell them for bigger money. That's it.
Yeah, for real.
And give them long contracts. So,
Doing a phenomenal job.
but I'm just saying, I, I think they use each other. And he can't, because they can't, you can't tell them he's wrong because they might not do well in the league, but they won trophy, they won
They'll win.
conference league and they won this, and they made top four. And they made top four. And then Maresca is saying, no, no, I want this, I want that. But with what we are doing for you, you're able to deliver those results. Why not keep doing that? You get what I'm saying? Clearly, to them, it's working.
Yeah.
So I just feel Maresca has an opportunity to get a better deal elsewhere. That's why
Yeah, of course.
he just did what he did.
Oh, for sure. Pep just said, "How far,
And
bro?"
also he was asking for more money as well. So if you really hated what was going on in Chelsea, why would you ask for a bigger contract? You know what I'm saying?
You're doing good now. You're doing as the best you can. Yeah. Come on.
So anyway, well for that. But City drew to Chelsea. It's much to my delight. I know I saw that kind of stuff talking about like if they had Palmer and so, they would have actually won. If I'm being honest, I don't think Chelsea really offered much of a threat in the game like that. That's why it's important to finish up games
Yeah, that's just what it is.
because
I think just
if you just
someone is
finish up
just
games while you're ahead.
but it's hard, bro. It's like sometimes you want to finish. It's not as if you don't try now. It's just that when that 1-0, even 2-0, depending on the time, even at any time, really could be deceiving. So many times people have scored 2 goals back. Yeah,
Yeah, I think Haaland is having his a little deep in form, kind of,
he always does. He has a,
where he's not. Yeah, then after you come and score hat trick. But to me, the biggest takeaway itself is I know they've looked better, but at the end of the day, an attacker and and a defender, they both have two different mindsets. I think, what's his name again? The left back. What he did for that goal clearly shows someone that is not really a defender.
Yeah,
What's the city left back? What's his name again?
Riley.
O'Reilly, exactly. There and then, like normally, a defender would know to kind of step back and not overcommit and let yourself be dribbled that easily.
Yeah.
I think he's clearly not a real defender at the end of the day. He will try his best. I know he's doing an okay job overall, but I don't think he will ever do it to the level of an actual genuine defender whose
I feel
first
like,
mentality is defend. And it can work sometimes.
yeah,
See, I know it can work sometimes, but once in a while, he will show himself. These kind of things will happen to him
yeah,
because
but
his instinct is
maybe
really
Pep has said
defender.
that he can never make it.
What do you say?
Maybe Pep has said that he can never make it.
That O'Reilly can never make it. I mean, O'Reilly they play him all the time now.
Yeah, but like up front.
Oh, okay. So you say you can never make it up front. So your future is a left back.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, or maybe they just have better players like in front,
Now,
better
eh,
play left back like Cunha.
but I doubt that you now get better. I mean, it's possible, sir. I'm not saying, but it's possible. If your
I
coach
don't
move you
know.
to
I
left,
think I think I think it's hard
I
if
think
your mentality is different.
if your coach move you back from wing to back, bro, your career is done, bro. That's where you are.
There's a similar thing. There's a similar thing in Skelly in Arsenal is play left back. He's not really a left back. Same issues. Like they can be good though, but you always see those things happen eventually. But maybe they are young, so maybe there's more of a chance for them to develop into actual defenders. But the one
Yeah,
that is not going to be a
that's
defender
what I
in his
feel.
lifetime,
That's
even
what
though
I'm
he's
saying.
playing that role,
Like
is cool.
they know that they can never make it in attack, so they bring them on to learn. Because,
Hmm.
bro, you can learn how to defend. I feel like some of the things in attack is going to be hard. Like there's a lot more, I'll say, creativity there. A lot more flair, things like that. But like defending is like
I don't
structure.
know, man.
Defending is
I feel like
structure.
because you're a defender, you're seeing differently. I normally play attack. I normally play attack, so I'm seeing it differently because I feel like it's a mentality part of it too that is just hard to teach.
No, no,
Because someone
I.
like Bill will tell you the opposite now.
But the mentality part is just you just have to think more of the consequences of your actions. Do you guys think if you're attacking,
Yes,
you're not
yeah,
really think of the consequences of your actions, bro. Like the consequence is okay, you miss. Versus or more
yeah.
this
You have to take
is
risks.
about to do you know what I'm saying? So like once you start getting that drilled into your head, like
Hmm.
you I feel like you can learn. So I just think honestly they just know like this guy is really good. He's a really good footballer, but he's not good enough to make it in the attack.
Yeah,
Bring him back.
at least at that level,
Exactly. Then he has time, he can make his mistake. Everybody will say he's young. Eventually he will learn and he will get better and be more consistent. And you know how an
yeah.
attacker thinks.
Well,
So
anyway, yeah. Chelsea drew that game at least much to Arsenal fans' delight. Enzo Fernandez, Mr. Passion, helped us, did us a big favor, And on that day, I was a blue for sure,
mm,
On that specific
sure.
day, that specific moment, I was a Chelsea fan.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that's to me. I will still say it's still early because City don't look bad, and at the end of the day, they've not lost a while. They've been either winning or drawing.
and
So
yeah,
I don't think I yeah. Performance wise, they've not been bad. So they look like even though they had injuries in their defense. So that's what I'm kind of like looking to see how that affects them because they just had injuries. They had injuries in that specific game. I think with Guardiola and somebody else. So I want to see how that affects them in their coming games. But we Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Yeah, I watched that game despite what was happening. It was a how do I put it? Despite the score line, I just felt we were in control for the most part, even though it ended 3-2. Like when we considered the goal, I think what gave me the probably the most amount of confidence. Like I'm like, okay, maybe it's not like maybe we can actually believe that we can do this year. It's how when we considered the first goal through
Mm.
Gabriel's mistake, as opposed to they didn't panic, they didn't start like rushing forward to attack, they didn't start like they just calmed down and they played like it was still 0-0 and just played their ball and we scored the next in the 6 minutes goal by Gabriel. They looked very composed and like almost unbothered in a sense. Like, it was just part of the process, just keep playing your ball. I'm like, okay, yeah. And even though I've kind of believed for a while that I don't think they can be found wanting that much when it comes to mentality since Ateta took over. But at least it was there to see in real life. Like this new crop of players of Arsenal players are very very mentally strong. And also towards the end of the game when Bournemouth scored their goal, amazing goal by the way. We didn't panic, we didn't start defending and inviting pressure. We still kept playing how we were playing, pushing forward, and attack is the best form of defense.
Yeah.
So because previous one thing I've noticed, one thing I would say is an improvement from previous times. I don't know if it's a tactic thing or a mentality thing. Was sometimes when it's like is we one goal difference, we kind of lock up shop
Mm-hmm.
and then almost invite pressure on ourselves. Sometimes we might win the ball. That's why we drew a lot of games last season. They have clearly learned from that, and this season they try to keep the ball more in the opponent's half. The only time we are pegged back is if the team is actually good enough to peg us back.
Yeah.
So to me, that's a big improvement. Declan Rice, two goals, probably favorite for Arsenal Player of the Year so far. Ødegaard has been playing really, really well, which much to my delight. And this other conversation has disappeared.
Yeah.
If we draw one match now, whether he's playing or not, so I'll start hearing it again. Um, Saka has been hustling and bustling, giving assists, nice assists. Well, Trossard, Martinelli, everybody seems to be playing well right now. All is well in the national camp. Eze is not playing though. I don't know how I feel about that because that was my favorite player, my favorite signing of the window. But ever since that VR mistake, they don't drop him. Been 4 games now. Do you have any thoughts on the game? What do you all about Arsenal?
That's what you're supposed to do in big teams. You like you can be strict with them. Like they should know that it's an honor to play for the club. I fuck with you guys, man. And I feel like what you said about defending that 1-0 ended up with a lot of draws. That's what Amorim has been doing this season, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Stand there. And of course, as I said, like I would think the next level will be to get him more better players and then even try to push. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys are. I'm happy for you guys, man. I that peace of mind that the players show when they are down, bro. The last time I felt that was with Ferguson, bro. Bro, I'm telling you,
Yeah. Every
I'll
time.
start watching the game. No matter when I'm down, I'll just be like, I just know we'll still win somehow. Yeah, that's the championship mindset today.
Mm. As for Villa won their own game, so I think Villa. This is looking like a genuine three-horse race, though. Even though I mean Arsenal kind of in the last game as Villa almost made it seem like Villa were like almost a level down. But I want people to genuinely remember that first half. They actually looked really, really good in the first half of the 4-1 victory. So
Yeah.
I don't think they are out yet. I feel like it might have been a mentality thing that affected them in the sense that there was a lot of build up for that game. This is the game that VA is supposed to show that they're part of the title race. But Loki, I think they might have gotten to them Loki.
Mm,
Because before that, they had been playing with house money without pressure, just
yeah.
winning games. And you could see that after that Arsenal loss, see how well they played the next game because no more pressure. I think they will be there at least point wise. They might not win it, but I think they are good enough to be there. Like are they in around that top four? I'll
What
be
do you,
very
what
very shocked if they don't make
do
the
you win it?
top three. Actually,
I said, what do you think if they win it? If they win it, what do you think?
if they win it, Jesus Christ, that's crazy, man. I might take a break from football, just watch tennis for a year and come back.
That'd be too
That,
cool.
that, that would be the craziest thing. Like that's probably a lot of Arsenal haters' dream. I feel like if City wins it, oh yeah, Arsenal fans can say, oh yeah, they are good, they're the best coach in the world, blah 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 blah. I'm like, of course we lost to Guardiola, yeah yeah yeah. I mean, you better lose to someone like Guardiola than bro. If Arsenal lose the title to Emery, Jesus Christ,
Like, talk about we made right
that
we
would
made
be
wrong decision
insane.
staring at you in your face. That's so crazy. I mean, you
Bro,
got
no, that would be insane. I mean, I doubt that will happen. I think if we lose the title, it will be to Man City. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. But then again, even though I don't think we are really part of that 2013 race that Leicester won, but I remember I was beating Leicester 5-1 and back home and away, and they came first. So
it.
hopefully that never happens again. But anyway,
We go see.
I think that's all for Premier League for now. Really, I know you said you didn't watch Nigerian game, but yeah, no, my bad. I'm sorry. Even though I know Liverpool is not part of the title race, but sorry. Let's talk about them. Two Liverpool drew 2-2 to Fulham. Liverpool fans no vex so. But Liverpool drew 2-2 to Fulham. Liverpool at this point, I think we should just give them a break. Like they're having a season off. Honestly, I know. I was seeing a lot of like memes showing Slot hiding because they might sack him next. Because now they've sacked Maresca
For
lost the
real.
job
Ah,
and Amorim has been sacked. Slots looks like he might be next, but I think West Ham manager might come before him.
nah,
They
I
drew
don't.
2-2, and Liverpool just the Fulham goal, the second one, I think was the second one was a belter. Van Dijk, I know it was a great goal, and I don't want to take anything away from the goal, but Van Dijk, come on, step up. Like, don't give him that much space. Like, come
Van Dijk is a dancer. He just backs it up, bro. Like that's all he does.
I don't really know what to make of it anymore at this point. But I don't know. I'm choosing to give Liverpool grace this season. I'm not trying to
I they
pile
didn't
on
plan
them because they're actually
that.
champions.
They didn't plan properly. They spent so much money in attack, and they didn't reinforce really anywhere else. I mean, they reinforced in so many places, but I feel like it's the wrong players, man. Um, I just think they didn't recruit properly. Like I think, like did they buy any centre backs?
Yeah, I always felt they needed to have signed like an extra centre back for 100% back up to
like
Konaté and Van Dijk because
like you guys get
defensively it looked
old.
terrible.
Like you didn't. I mean, the players they got were good, but it just felt like me on FM being greedy, and I just give myself unlimited money, and I just buy all the players I want.
Buy
That's
all
not.
the attackers.
Do you get like what do you really need?
Yeah.
Like, let's really ask yourself that. Did you really need Isaac? Could you have waited maybe a couple more years and gotten him on a free?
Hmm.
Like, what was the situation there? Like,
Do you need Isak, especially after signing Ekitike?
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that money might have been better used if you actually like spent
You
in a
would have
very
got
good
like
defender.
two centre backs or a centre back, an extra midfielder, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because now they've lost the Isak through injury. Their problem is obviously their midfield and their defense right now, and like they are left with their hands on their head.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And Slot
at the end
has
of the day,
got so much money in his life. He said, "Let's ball out."
I mean, we don't know who sanctioned the signings. Sha. Maybe he asked for a defender, they didn't give him one. Their only grace is that they won the league last season,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can't really
Of course, bro.
we'll see.
When you win the league, you can do any. There's nothing you can't do. You cannot say. Right, for real.
If I win the league, if I
Like
have a feeling,
a
though.
Premier League winner.
I have a feeling if Arteta wins, say the Premier League and Champions League, he might actually leave us now. I think that's possible.
Why won't he leave? Barcelona is calling his name.
I think he might take a break. I think he
Yeah,
needs
of
it
course, bro.
after all the pressure, bro.
But this shit is demanding. Like they always
Yeah.
take, they like let me go, but then they start to craze and they can't stay out for too long.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's talk some Afcon. So I saw the Egypt versus Benin game. As me, I was just very impressed by how fast Egypt play. They look like, I mean, it's a typical North African team in a sense, with all the techie, nimble, speedy
I didn't.
players. Yeah, World Cup, yes, unlike us. But they were see, I, I enjoyed their speed and how they play when they increase intensity. Mamouche, Zizou, Salah, all of them. Salah looks fast too. I don't know. Maybe I was talking rubbish when I called him 34 years old man, but he, he looks fast. So maybe it's a position. I don't know. But Benin looks.
It's how your manager uses you.
That's true. But Benin looked very brave. They equalized after going behind before the Egypt killed them in extra time, 3-1. But yeah, I wouldn't say I was that impressed by Egypt, especially after seeing Nigerian match, except maybe Benin is actually better than I think they are. So,
Fair.
but they lacked a bit of Benin lacks a bit of quality overall. You can tell that you can tell the difference in quality between the two teams. But you know when you're seeing like an underdog put a lot of effort that kind of makes up for the deficit, quality deficit. That's what that game looked like to me. So and I feel like Egypt can play better. So I don't know. I know Nigeria played Mozambique today. I don't know that I'm reluctant to call us the team to beat right now, especially after watching Senegal, Morocco, and in some games Egypt. Egypt just looks like they could tear up. Like they could do something crazy if they get the chance. You get. They
Yeah.
look like they have more to give. Yeah, so that's the worrying thing to an extent. They look like they haven't really hit that top level yet because they have a lot
Well,
of talented players.
fair enough.
Yeah, Nigeria. Speaking about hitting top gear, Nigeria looks like a team that's hit top gear. It's right today, but I don't. If I'm trying to take a balanced view and not a fan view of the game, I don't know how much I would rate Mozambique. Although they look like a team that can string passes together, but then again, that might be their weakness. Maybe they overestimate their own ability because they because they try to play out of the bag. They try to string passes together and actually attack. They were not trying to pack the boss and just defend for their lives, but they try to actually play. But Nigeria was just so much better. Like they will do something, they'll lose the ball and they will counter them and will pass it around them and will score. It just looked like a fight between maybe someone that was a big boy in his own street now to go into the can now fight in a place where all of them are, at a higher level, like in the MMA or something like that. I was like, guy, are you sure if you want to keep doing this thing? Well, sometimes it look good on the eye when even their keeper, they'll do something, they'll pass. I'm like, guy, okay. It was like company with Burnley, basically, when they came to the Premier League. Yeah, they were definitely outclassed. Like this was just two different levels. And I don't even know who was the man of the match. At this point, when you play in the FM, you see a lot of 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 in the match. It will be this score, but bro, this guy turned into Perlo. He turned into prime Perlo. Like what's his name again? Osimhen was at his best. When Osimhen has balled out and he now feels like he's the baddest guy. If you vex him, he will vex for you and will shout at you. He got to the level where he was shouting at everybody. That's when you know he knows he's doing well. when he starts getting angry, you know he believes he's the shit. I think he got to that level today. Like, guy, calm down. It's all right. I mean, Lookman balled out. Two assists, one goal. Osimhen, two goals. What's his name again? The boy from Sevilla. Uh, is it Ola? Ola. Let me check real quick. Let me check real quick. I cannot forget my Niger boy's name. Adams. Yeah, Adams scored as well and gave assists, two assists. It was a complete performance. Clean sheets. Defenders did their thing. I mean, right now, this is probably the best individual performance of any team, I would say, in my opinion, in this AFCON so far. Did most goals too, 4 goals. So, and we've also scored the most goals in tournaments from what I heard by the commentator. But yeah, Nigeria all looks well with the world. It's kind of annoying to think about the fact that we're not in the World Cup, especially if we can play like this.
I don't believe what would you do in World Cup.
I mean, judging by today's performance, but I guess we have to think about the opposition as well. Yeah,
it's
I
it's
don't
really
know. It was a great performance.
to the place where there's now more sharks. I beg, except if we are lucky and we get a good group. But man, I don't trust Nigeria, bro. It's just gra.
We bought out today. This is the best I've seen us play in a long time. In any AFCON I've watched too, like in a long time. I can't really remember a time where we maybe 20 the one we won as a sending back. But I don't think we didn't play this well, in my opinion. I don't remember us playing this well, but we won that one. Last time we got to the finals, we were crap.
I'll make
We
sure.
got to the finals.
I'll make sure. Yeah, I'll make sure to
What do
watch.
you say? Yeah, now we are doing well. We should have seen the game. We actually did really well. Yeah, that Akko Adams, it looks like a talent. Iwobi is looking like, you know, a real midfielder. If I do say so myself. Yeah, I know he's been criticized a lot in the past, but I wonder what his critics are saying now. I guess I'm one of them, so I'll be one of them. Well, yeah, I don't know. I would say we have the best striker in Africa for sure. I gave it top four in the world, so we should definitely be among the favorites,
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
for that alone. Yeah, and we have Lookman, former African Player of the Year. We have two former African players of the year in our team. Like the fact that if we're not favorite, then we're not a serious country. I mean, not like we. Me,
Yeah.
but
I mean, two is as long as the team is everybody else is okay. Two African Player of the Years.
mhm,
Yeah, yeah. You should.
because before there's no reason why we should be scared, terrified of any team. Yeah, I don't think there is. Like we have the talent to go against anybody. We just need to put it in practice. But now there's a funny thing. When we play badly, I hear a lot of like criticism. No, I'm not saying it's wrong. Criticism towards the like the NFA and all of that and all the how bad Nigeria is as the reason why we are performing badly.
Mm.
Think about that. Now we're performing well. Did anything change?
People go always talk life.
No, I mean it's interesting to think about. Like when we perform really well, we won't hear anything about the NFA. Oh my gosh, how corrupt they've been and all of that. Everything is quiet and we
You have to have
we
somebody.
praise we praise. Yeah, but when things go badly, like in a football match, it's possible for you to go badly. Then you hear about this, and I think whatever uh, um corrupt practice that goes on at the top should be like eliminated, regardless of whether you play well or not. But it's always funny to me when I hear all that crap. Not crap, all that talk when the team loses the football match. But when they win a football match, no shouldn't we praise them if they're gonna get the blame? They're gonna get the blame
I mean,
when we lose. think they get the praises when we win.
The only reason I would say that is because I think is overall when something is being run inefficiently, you know who to blame. But you are also a fan. You can't come throwing blame when your team wins. But when you lose, you can. That's an opportunity to throw blame. Like if your team won, enjoy your day. Why would you come and
Mm-hmm.
talk nonsense? But if your team has inconsistencies, you start to think, okay, maybe it's not the manager, maybe it's not the team, maybe it's the ownership, and not they're not building something reasonable. This is like NFL now. So, like, if Nigeria has always had enough talent for us to be consistently good.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Like, so the fact that they had to force them to even them to even pay the players before they came for AFCON is crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. But that is crazy. But I don't know. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree that we should always come for them, but we should come for them when they don't do what they are supposed to do, like pay players. You get 100%. But that to me that's regardless of whether we win or lose. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how much they are to blame. Like if Osimhen is an empty net, you get, and we don't take our chances in the match, and we play bad, and we play badly, and teams whoop us. You get what I'm saying? I don't really know because it can happen. But of course, if I hear reports like they did not pay them, 100%, they should get flack. They should get insulted
Things
or
like that, though.
berated.
Sometimes you might think, okay, how are they selecting the manager? How are they choosing the manager? So I feel like in the past couple of years, we've changed managers so many times too.
No,
Like
yeah, of course. But
for
it's
the
getting to change.
country-wise, the successful regimes, you see some of these things. What's it called? The managers will be at least two World Cups. Nigga, that's 8 years.
Hmm.
So it's like
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, we are performing badly. Easiest thing to change is the manager. That's the easiest thing to change anyway in any part of football. Well, anyway, I feel like we've covered most of the topics I wanted to cover today, Namdi. So
uh,
it's been a nice conversation. Do you have any hot takes?
I hope we get Ole because I just saw Fabrizio just posted something
Really?
coming to be an interim. No, for interim. I can see him last
Mm.
of the season.
So
What?
you have nothing. I guess you have no any grievances towards Uli from the past time when he was managing.
I think he was out of his depth. But they also the board did the same stupid shit. They didn't back him. So it's like you can't be. And then I also don't think like our board are like sports geniuses. So why would I even trust you in setting the tone for the club? Oh, I don't know. Well, I like Ole
You know,
interim. Mm.
in my opinion, the last time I saw Man you look like play fluid attacking football, like at least for a period of time, was actually under Oli,
Yeah,
just before they signed Ronaldo.
yeah, I agree. True, I agree. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Like it's things like that is like why? Like do you even know where you are trying to take the team to? Like the team was on a whole total trajectory. You want to go and get Ronaldo. He's a great player,
Yeah,
but
with Greenwood, Rashford, all of that. Like they looked a threat going forward.
bro,
Anyway, Namdi, it's been a nice chat. Only hopefully only gets on the wheel like you wish. I will see how that goes. But guys, make sure you keep listening, keep watching. And subscribe, tell your friends, share it with them, and turn on your notifications and tell them to turn on theirs as well. All right, guys. Peace.